All right, guys. So this piano part's a little bit challenging. So I'm going to teach you the left hand in one video and the right hand in the other video. And then as time goes on, it's possible you could put it together. So the left hand's the easier the part because it's not syncopated. The left hand's just going to go back and forth and it follows the same pattern every time. The hardest part is one, the reach, and two, finding your starting note, which is typically the bass note of the chord. So I'm going to put my computer so that you can see my hands and hopefully you can hear me talk. Okay, so it starts on an A chord. And so you're going to play this low A and you're going to do a fifth jump from A to E. Okay? And then because my hand can't really reach it very good, I'm going to switch my pinky to that E. And now it's going to make a 1, 2, 3, 4, a fifth jump. So, which is really the third chord in the, you're going to go to the C sharp, the third chord in the third note in the chord of A. So it goes A to E to C sharp, back to the E with your pinky, up to the D right above the C sharp, back to the E. So A, E, C sharp, E, D, E, C sharp, E. So there's A, E, C sharp, E, D, E, C sharp, E. And that's the pattern. So it's a 1, it's a 5. It jumps to the high 3, back to the 5, a 4, back to the 5, 3, back to the 5. And that's you'll see the A sus chord in your chart, and the reason is because we hit that D right there. The A2 sus is because we go to that D. So the same pattern will apply then when you go to the F sharp. You're going to start on an F sharp, and you're going to make the fifth jump to the C sharp. I put my pinky on that C sharp then, and you're going to make jump to the third note in the chord, which is an A. Back to the C sharp, up to the B, back to the C sharp, back to the A. So it goes A, then you jump to the F sharp, A, B, A. Now when you play the D chord, you start on a D. You're going to make that fifth jump to the A note. I'm going to switch my pinky there. Up to the third note of the chord, which is the F sharp, back to the A, up to the G, back to the A, to the F sharp, to the A. And then when you do the C sharp, you start on the C sharp, make to the fifth, which is a G sharp, jump your pinky to that, and you're going to jump to the third note of the chord, which is an E, the note right above that, F sharp, back to the E, back to the D, starts on a D, jump to the fifth, I jump my pinky, you're going to the third note of the chord, which is an F sharp, back to the fifth, up to the one note, G, back to the fifth, and then you go back to the A, which starts on an A, makes the fifth jump, go to the third note of the chord, back to the E, up one note, back to the E. Okay, so I'm going to attempt to play the whole intro in the first verse, but you just follow that pattern, the one note, the 5 note, up to the 3, back to the 5, then you hit the 4, back to the 5, back to the 3, back to the 5. Okay. So it goes something like this. You repeat that. And that's the intro. We're going to do that for the first couple of times. We do. Go to the F sharp. Do you feel the shadows? Going to do that one more time. Going to the D, G. Gonna do that one more time. And then we're gonna go back to the A, E, C sharp, E, D, E, C sharp, to the C sharp minor, E. Sorry, that's a hard one. And then you're gonna go back to the D. A. And then you're back to the turnaround. So that's the verses in the left hand. I kind of messed up that C sharp minor. That's a hard one for me to remember, but it goes C sharp, G sharp, up to the E, G sharp, F sharp, G sharp, E, G sharp. All right. All right, I'm going to show you the right hand, and I'm going to go very slow. The rhythm is syncopated. So your right hand is always going to play 5 notes. It's going to go da, 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 t, t, da, 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 da. 1, 2, da, 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 da. When you are in the key of A, you're going to play A, E, A, B, A. 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 When it goes to the F sharp, you're going to play A, C sharp, G sharp, F sharp. A, C sharp, E, G sharp, F sharp. A, C sharp, G sharp, F sharp. A, C sharp, G sharp, F sharp. When we go to the key of D, you're going to play A, F sharp, A, E, D. 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 Then we go back to the key of A, which we started in. A, E, A, B, A. A, E, A, B, A. When we go to the C sharp, we're going to go G sharp, G sharp, G sharp, F sharp, E. G sharp, G sharp, G sharp, F sharp, E. G sharp, G sharp, G sharp, F sharp, E. G sharp, G sharp, G sharp, F sharp, E. Go back to the D, which is A, F sharp, A, E, D. A, F sharp, A, D, E. And then back to the A. A, E, A, B, A. A, E, A, B, A. Okay, so I'm going to take you all the way through the verse while I have the song going.
1, 2, intro, 2, 3, 4. Verse
A,
1.
E, A, B, A. We're going to repeat that. A, E, A, B, A. A, E, A, B. Going to the F. A, C sharp, G sharp, F sharp. A, C sharp, G sharp, F sharp. A, F sharp, A, E, D. A, F sharp, A, E, D. Back to the A. A, E, A, B, A. D. Sorry, that's a C sharp. A, F sharp, A, E, D. A, E, A, B, A.
Verse
A,
2.
E, A, B, A. Still on the A. Going to AAs. C sharp, G sharp, F sharp. A, C sharp, G sharp, F sharp. E, D. A, F sharp, A, E. Back to the A. We're going to go to the C sharp, G sharps.